Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here on December 29th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened across the markets today. First up, we got our February live cattle on the board. Did have a pretty quiet and uneventful day here in the live cattle markets. Prices just chopping up inside this multi-week range we've been trading in for the last 2-3 weeks here. Prices did briefly poke above our bull pivot, running up to 231 at the high of the day, but just wasn't able to get any traction and wasn't able to keep that momentum going early today. Spent the rest of the day just kind of chopping up inside that prior day's range. At the moment, this market is just continuing to hang steady above our major moving averages, still up here in bullish territory. We do have plenty of support down here to these moving averages and all the way down to 225 even. So look for this market to try and find some more support, get some more buyers involved to really push this thing out. We do have another holiday week ahead of us, so could just be a choppy, low volatility holiday week while we wait for that real volume to kick in once the new year rolls around. So in the meantime, look for this market just to kind of hang steady up here in this bullish territory as it tries to pick up some more buyers and get this thing rolling higher. March feeders up next. We did see a little bit of fall through here. This market making a new weekly high, pushing above that prior week's high and getting a finish right there shy of 342. Trading above that bull pivot here today. Good bullish action as this feeder market has been where the strength is. We have seen pretty choppy conditions over the same period of time as that live cattle market. However, this thing has just kind of kept on drifting higher while that live cattle market has stayed steady in about a $6 or $7 range. Feeders continuing to push up, making new multi-week highs here. We expect to see some of that follow through into the rest of the week. We could see more low volatility, low volume action here during this holiday week as well. May need to get some more participants involved next week once the new year rolls around here as well. But at the moment, this market is still hanging out in bullish territory, and we expect to see this upside continue. March corn futures. Seeing a nice rejection here today from the top end of that range. Coming into this week, we did expand this range to 435 to 455 to try and include some of these bigger swings we've been seeing over the last couple months. This market continues to stay choppy here. We did have a finish last week up there towards 450 near the top third of that range, and we did just see the sellers step back in as they got active once again up there between 450 and 455, pushing this market back down here towards 440. At the moment, expect to see this market continue chopping up in about this 20-cent range. Don't be messing around here in the middle if you're going to get active and participate in this market. Look to be buying the low end of the range in the bottom third or be selling the top third of this range up here between 450 and 455. In the meantime, no diddling in the middle. Let this market keep on chopping sideways. Crude oil prices with a nice inside day today. Prices just hanging out right inside Friday's range where we did have that big breakdown. This market could try and go back up there and retest those high 50s and that 50-day moving average once again. We still have plenty of resistance all the way up there towards that 50. Look for the sellers to continue to get active up here between 58 and 59. Expect to see them keep this pressure on and see this market slowly drift back down here towards the mid-50s over the next couple weeks here. And last but not least, our equity markets with a little bit of downside here today, just briefly following through below Friday's low. This market did have a nice strong push up into new all-time highs here in the S&P futures last week. The Nasdaq continues to lag here as it is really trying to push through this tough level here between 25.8 and 25.9. Continuing to see some resistance here, but this market not showing any major signs of breaking at the moment. Bullish action still over here. Across the indexes, we still have good signs of strength here, and we look like this market should continue to keep on pushing. Nasdaq just needs to find a little bit more support and really get some follow through above this 25.8 to 25.9 level. That should really get the ball rolling higher. And if the Dow is able to pick up some more buyers here and attack this prior all-time high we had back on the 15th of the month, we should see most of these indexes kind of follow through together and continue back up into those new all-time highs, and have this stock market rocking and rolling into 2026. So look for this market to keep on grinding higher. That's all I got for today's closing comments. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night.